Okay, next will be on change. This is something related with on change, quite straightforward, not very difficult to understand. You see this code, select my select on change, it will trigger the function of different things. I already explained in the previous lecture. Next, we go for data entry events on select. On select is something that you select and then it will trigger something. Okay, that's the meaning of on select. How to do the coding? Similarly, this is text box. Okay, and then on select, and it will give you a pop-up box when you say alert. You have selected this tag. Means that alert means pop-up box. Okay, right. On submit, when you do the submission, it will trigger something. Okay, let's say you click submit button. This is a kind of input type, submit value. Okay, on submit alert, this is alert box. You have decided to format your hard disk, something like that. Okay, so when you click submit, it will normally here you this is input types. Okay, and value. Check it out. This is the value of the input type. Okay, let's see the example how it happened. 95. Okay, look, 95. Okay, looking into live server, you can see. Okay, on submit, click it. It will trigger you have decided to format your hard disk. Okay, so this is a on submit event handler. When you click the button, it will give you something like this. You decided to format your hard disk, will appear on the box, alert box. But on submit itself is a event handler. And then check it out is the value of the buttons. Button, this is in terms of input type, is a button. Okay, look, check it out. It will give you something like that. So on submit, this is a on submit value button. All right. So next one you see on reset. So when you do the reset, this is what you're going to get. On reset, alert box, you are going to clear all text you have entered. And then you have something, okay, let's see what happened here on leave. Okay, on submit, you have to uh, almost similar. So what you need to do is just change on reset. Okay, when you do the reset, you are going to clear all the text. So on reset, this is just a text box and the value is from reset. Okay, that is okay. So that's all about related with event handler data entry events. Okay. Next, we move to different ones. Quite simple as well. JavaScript box, JavaScript pop-up box. Okay. JavaScript pop-up box have three different things. Three different things. Number one is alert box, number two is confirm box, and number three is form box. So this is about pop box boxes, and then for JavaScript pop box also we have additional um, lesson which is page redirection. This is quite interesting. Okay, now we look. Number one is alert box. I'm not going to show every code, but I give you the code after this, all the codes. Alright, alert box, just use alert and put the text. This is example. Okay, this is example display and they give you something. Confirm box, you just give a confirm and they give you some text. Almost the same. In this case, confirm box normally have OK and cancel. Right. Prompt box is something like some text and default value. So you have something related with those things. Okay. I show you something related with confirm box. Okay, what is confirm box? Right, here we have a lot of things. Okay, this is alert box. This is alert box again. All right, this is something confirm. This is a confirm box. Okay, let's see how it works. Live server. Right, show a confirm box, something like that. Almost similar. and you press OK. Okay, so this is the things that I want you to understand well. Okay, one by one. Okay, you have this function var r confirm, press a button, and if true, you press OK. Else, you press cancel. See that? This is confirm block that you have to have the value true and false. Okay, this is the way how to run the HTML of the box itself. Right. So next, you see, this is something related with, again, you see window prompt. Okay, let's see. Okay, document right is a output that welcome, and this is the variables. What is variable that came from the window prompt? Okay, when you type something, they will trigger as a variables and put it there. And then we have another one that var age, and then we have to put your age. This is string value. This is number value. All right. What is your age? And then you put your age, and then it will trigger document write. This is DOM, document write. And then next year you are blah blah blah. Okay, this is something that you key in here, right? So let's see what is the output of lesson 10C1 one HTML. Okay, first you have to enter your name, window prompt. Again, it gives you window prompt. This is a window prompt. Okay, let's say I type my name Azman, and then I press OK. If I press cancel, what happened? It's still moving, but it will go to different one. Okay, let's say I put 45, and then click cancel. What will happen? They say a null value because you didn't put any value. Now, this is the right way. Okay, let's say I put my name, and then what is my age, 48 something, and then you got, welcome husband to JavaScript. Next year you are 49 years old, something like this. Okay, quite straightforward. Right, so that's all about confirm box. Okay, next we go for different lesson. Prompt box. Prompt box, it give you a prompt. Okay, and then this is another one, page redirections. So that's quite interesting. Page redirection. It give you redirection. You see, lesson 10D, 10D 1, 2, 3 until 4 until 5. Okay, let's see one by one. 10D. 10D1 to 5. Okay, 10D1 to 5. Okay, this is the right. Let's see this one, redirection. Okay, right. This is the code for redirections. Function redirect. Okay, and give you window location Google, right? So it will, when you trigger the function, it will go to Google. Okay, let's see. Okay, on click and you put redirect. Okay, this is a function, and we go to redirections. Okay, so click on the following method, you will direct to this website or homepage. Input type, redirect me. On click, redirect. This is a function for redirect. And they go, how to do redirect? Window location. So you open a new windows with location. Let's say I'm opening google.com. Now I'll change this to utm.my. I hope UTM is working well during MCO. Save this and try to, not this one, that's a different one, actually the old one, this one. All right, so when I live server, okay, redirect me, okay, click, it will trigger UTM like this, okay. Okay, look, it's working to UTM. That's the way how the redirection works. Okay, number two, this is about confirmation function, and answer confirm this left this page. If you answer yes, you will see bye bye. If you not, thanks for sticking around. Okay, after you say if answer if yes, bye bye, and it will trigger the location to Google. Okay, else thanks for sticking around. So this is just a HTML part, and this is the JavaScript part. Okay, so redirection is quite simple as well. Okay, try this one. Leave this page, yes, and leave this page. It will trigger bye bye, and it will trigger to google.com. See that? That's the way. If you didn't if you move to leave this page, you didn't do anything, it will not trigger anything because it's just a button. Okay, if you say cancel, uh, thank for sticking around, that will refer to thank for sticking around. All right. Okay then. So that's simple one, page redirection. And you can try. I will give you all this code after this. I will upload to Facebook page of our page. Right. Next lesson will be validation form. Okay, this is interesting. Validation form, I give source code for you to understand JS form validation 01 until 07. So see example. Okay, let's go for the example. Okay, right, lesson validation. Okay, here we have number one. Okay, this is interesting, quite long, but you have to understand this. Okay, so if you're looking into validation, we have function here is alphabet elms help message. Okay, put it this way first. Okay, see all code first, then explain later on. Okay, what is validation means that if you put some character, the character must be valid first. Then only you can submit to process for processing. Okay, so let's say, okay, give you the action first. Live server, right? Straight to the point. Letter only. Let's say I give you letter only. I try not to put letter, put number. Check field. See that? They give you letter only. So you have to focus for letters only. Let's go for letters. Let's say I type Azman again, my name, and then good. You have a good things. Okay. So how this program works? Okay, look. If you're looking into this code, all right, they will trigger alert good, right? And then if you match this criteria, okay, alpha exp means that expressions. Okay, all right. For validation, normally in JavaScript we are using regular expression. This is what we call regular expression statement. So you need to have this code, otherwise it's not going to work. Okay, this code. How to get this code? Okay, this is a regular expression for JavaScript. So something that you cannot change. Okay, you have to search from the regular expression. Regular expression of JavaScript. Okay, this one. Let me show you. Okay, regular expression are pattern used to match character combination. Okay, let's go for a regular expression. This is something interesting. Okay, go for what is regular expression. You can see in detail about regular expression. You have to read through this. Okay, okay, this is the words that been used. A, B, C. What do you mean by A, B, C? When you use 0 to 9, what is the meaning of 0 to 9? When you use x modulus y, what is the meaning of x modulus y? And then you have a meta character, okay, quantifier, and so on. This is a regular expression. It's quite advanced somehow. Okay, then you see here, this is how the combination is work. We have a quantifier, we have meta characters, things like that. Okay, if this particular match, it will give you good. Otherwise, it give you false. Okay, right. So this is what we call help message. Where it is help message, you have to look into what is when it's false. All right. So this is a HTML part. Okay. On click is alphabet document get element by ID letters. If you put something that like this, letters only please, and then check fail. Right. So that's the form validation. Now we go for number 2. You can see different style of validations. Right. This is a different style. Okay. You have to select. Let's say you select CA, check field. Okay, nothing happened. But the thing is, let's say we click WI, nothing happened. But actually, what you are doing is form validation that use options. Okay, so that's the meaning of form validation as well. Okay, number 3, you can try one by one. Okay, I want you to try one by one, and you get, okay, use username 6 to 8 character. Let's say I put I love, I love, I love you, UTM. Okay, that's more than 8 characters, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, more than that. And then it gives you, please enter between 6 to 8 character. Okay, that's the validation of this code. So I want you to glance through one by one from form validation 1 to form validation 7 for you to make use of your understanding on form validation. Now, if you go to W3C, W3 School also have a form validation validations on JavaScript. You can see form validation almost the same like your lecture notes. Where is form? Okay, JavaScript form validation can be done by JavaScript. You can also use HTML5 for form validation, but also can use JavaScript. Up to you which one you like to use. Okay, you see this is a JavaScript example. Var X document form. Okay, sample from W3 School is quite simple to understand, but when you put together, it will become a very complex one. Okay, this is from HTML. JavaScript need this. HTML need for JavaScript to be run. Okay, so this you can try by yourself. Okay, input type that will be based on this logic. Okay. All right, so let we try one by one. Okay, let's see. This is the code from W2 School function my function, and then X is the variable text that came from document dot get element by ID num. Right, so you have ID num here, and then if ISNEN X, this is something that function, and then modulus. You see, this is the logic operations for this logic. Sometimes it's quite complex to configure this, but what I'm suggesting now, at least for form validation to validate number, you just remember this, okay? And this came from regular. It came from regular expression and other resources as well, right? When you put the numbers here, let's say input numbers 1 to 10, okay, this follows 7, and we submit. This input is okay, right? But if you didn't put good input, let's say I put 90, submit, input is not valid, something like that. All right then. So what I'm already give you a lesson for today is about JavaScript, the last part of JavaScript, and not just redirection, also until validation. Okay, that's all for JavaScript. I just want to repeat again for today's lesson. What you have learned is about number one, JavaScript event handler. In terms of event handler, you have a system event, mouse event, and number three, data entry event. Okay, in system event, the things that you learn is about onload. Number two is unload. Okay, for mouse event, you've been explained about on click, on mouse over, on mouse out. That's three things on mouse event. And then for number three, data entry event, we have 6 event and handler for data entry event. The first one is on focus, number 2 is on blur, number 3 on change, number 4 on select, number 5 on submit, and number 6 is on reset. So from the lecture notes, you have to make sure you understand this, because in order to answer your final exam, we are referring to our lecture notes, not W2 School, because W2 School is too many and too complex. Okay, that's why we have to choose the right event handler for you to explore. And then second part of the lecture is talking about JavaScript pop-up boxes, and it was based on 3 things. Number 1, alert box. Number 2, confirm box. Number 3, prompt box. Okay, and the last part of the lecture is about JavaScript redirection and validations. So redirection and validation is something that you have to refer to example and also W3 School. Redirection means that when the event handler come to true value, it will trigger something. But when it's false, it will trigger different part of the source code. And that's all for today. And and I thank you for coming and listening to the lecture.